Hello, this is the My Artifact episode number 3560. Today's date is August 28, 2025. It has been almost like a night at 9:52 p.m. Alright, let's just jump directly to the question. Let's go. Okay, yeah. Question is, I believe that charging high prices for my work is good or not good. It's a kind of like a somebody that key. Okay, what exactly is this question? Okay, yeah. The question is kind of like a somebody try to. It's a kind of like a statement. Okay, yeah. Do you agree or disagree or what? Okay, yeah. What statement is that? Ki, kind of like a somebody charging high prices for your work. Is it like you agree or disagree or what? So what is actually the charges and high prices and what exactly is this thing? Okay, yeah. Let me clarify a little bit first. Okay, yeah. So if let's just say that ki your toilet is broken up, okay, yeah, or maybe like there is a kind of like a pipeline is kind of like a simply damage, then you call plumber. Okay, yeah, plumber came, fix your pipeline, right? And that particular person charge takes like a maybe 200, 300, or maybe 500 rupees. You give them 500 rupees, right, yeah. Now basically what happened that ki you kind of like a slipped from the staircase. You kind of like a somebody have a little bit of kind of like a somebody like you feel like a terrible pain in your leg. You went to the hospital. Okay, yeah. Hospital, the doctor are kind of like a treated you, and they are kind of like a charging you almost like a 5,000 rupees. Okay, yeah. So basically is this thing, you paid plumber for 500 rupees, you paid to the doctor 5,000 rupees. So what is exactly is this thing? Okay, what, why, like a do you kind of like a simply understand a difference? Yeah, there is completely difference. As a plumber who fixed the pipeline, that's why he cost less. The doctor who could fix the leg, that's why he charged more, right? Well, that is completely wrong. What do you mean by that? Like basically, doctor should supposed to be charged more, na? In somewhat this statement is true, but in somewhat this statement is not true either. Like what exactly is this thing? What exactly? Okay, so let's just take a example. Okay, same example. Okay, yeah. Basically, I fall from the staircase. I have so much pain in my back or in my leg or whatever it is. Okay, yeah. I have two choices. First choice, I went to the private hospital. I went to government hospital. Okay, yeah. I went to private hospital. It cost me 5,000 rupees. I went to government hospital. It cost me only 50 rupees. 50 rupees. Okay, yeah. So basically, what exactly happened then? You actually recover from your pain from private to government. Same. But they're charging very less in government and they are charging more in private. Why is that? Have you ever understand this thing? It's because of that key perspective. Okay, yeah. Means like that if you went to the private hospital, you will get the kind of like a somebody everything like a luxury treatment. You will kind of like a wait into the sofa, you will have fan or maybe AC. The doctor will consult you very nicely. They will kind of like a tell you regarding about everything that what exactly happened. They also tell you regarding about this happened, why this happened, how do you take care of that. They kind of like a take care of you very much properly regarding about nurses, the doctor, the way that they behave with you very nicely and very good. Okay, yeah. But in other hand, you went to the government hospital, you not really getting any kind of like a stuff. Okay, yeah. Probably you went to the government hospital, they kind of like a say, okay, this happened, sit here. They kind of like a do some certain things, that's it, just go. They will not gonna talk to you. They will not gonna say anything what exactly happened, this and that. No, nothing at all. They just kind of like a treat the treatment and just go home. That's it. Like basically sometimes na maybe documentation might be a problem. Like basically is this thing when you enter the government hospital, there have a lot of kind of like a something crowded over there too. Okay, so basically the luxury treatment that you get in the private hospital, which is kind of like actually far more better than government hospital. Government hospital you don't really get any kind of like a treatment, not even luxury, just nothing really at all treatment. Yeah, you just kind of like stand there, you just kind of like wait for your line, then they will gonna treat you. That's it. But it is worth, because they are charging you 50 rupees, which is very very less, which is kind of like a 10 time less than private hospital. So basically, am I paying money for what? Am I paying money for my treatment or my luxury? What exactly is this thing? Because treatment cost me 50 rupees. That's it. Then basically 4,950 rupees I am actually paying for just luxury treatment. Right? So who is wrong? Like basically what is actually wrong? Well, there is no wrong. Like basically if you kind of like consider that the private hospital should supposed to be wrong, but no, that is not wrong. Let me tell you one thing. The people, every human on the planet, they wanted to be kind of like a something feel little bit of exclusive. What's the exclusive? Exclusive means like that ki they want to kind of like a something feel really special. They always want to be other feel special. Like let me tell you one thing. In your life, one of the most important thing is what? Money. Yeah, money, yes. Yeah, but I'm talking about kind of like a something the one of the another most important thing. What is that? Respect. Right? Yeah. Like basically if anyone get respect, he feels good. Respect is one of the most essential thing. And for the men, respect is really prime important thing. Like basically even if they didn't really get any kind of like a happiness, that is okay. But respect is like really really essential. Okay, yeah. So what I'm trying to tell you is this thing. Private hospital, they are not offering the treatment. They are not offering the luxury. They are offering respect. Okay, they actually kind of like offer you respect. That sir, this, that. Like every statement they kind of like say, sir, please come here. Sir, please do this, that. Because of you will get respect. That's why you are paying 4,950 rupees extra. Right? So this is what it is. Now, if I'm gonna say that I am a doctor, okay, yeah, and I realize that if I kind of like a something make a like a private hospital, make a kind of like a luxury and things like that, okay, yeah. So basically, all the kind of like a customer, all the patient will come into you, and I will gonna earn so much amount of money, right? So it's a really good businessman. Like it's a really good business opportunity, right? So I should supposed to do this. So if I do that, like if I open the hospital, hire a kind of like a doctor, give the very proper treatment and things and that, will it gonna work? Well, let me tell you one thing. It will not. What do you mean by it will not? Like basically I am actually giving the respect na. I also giving the all the kind of like a luxury treatment regarding about the AC, sofa, the way that I'm giving also offering the respect. So why not? It will not gonna work. Well, probably the important thing is that na, it's not just depend upon the luxury and things and that. Yeah, it is the main importance that why does people came to your hospital is because of that ki they are kind of like a suffering from something, and they believe that ki you means your doctor could kind of like a treat them better. So yeah, I have a doctor, they could treat them better. But dude, you just launch your hospital. You never really have any publicity. You don't really have any kind of like a somebody that ki kind of like a somebody reputation or things or that, how would supposed to be kind of like a somebody patient will come to you and things. So what, so basically is this thing, no one will gonna get me, no one will kind of like a somebody come into my hospital. Well, at the beginning might be very less people will gonna come. Okay, yeah, probably one or two, that's it. Okay, yeah. But if you being really consistent and if you're really focused on a little bit of marketing or like basically I don't know, but like basically it takes time. Okay, I'm not gonna say that it will not gonna work, it will work, but it will take time. Okay, yeah. The right, but what is exactly, but this is kind of like a really wrong way. Okay, yeah. Then what is exactly right way? Like basically what is exactly, how should I supposed to be charge them more so that I would earn more? So what is actually method, what, how do I supposed to do that? First of all is that key, let's just say you are a doctor. Okay, you are a doctor. Okay, yeah, you graduated, you have MBBS degree, you have medical degree, you have license, everything is really good. Okay, yeah, you are also kind of like a postgrad, you are kind of like a really expert in the medical field. Okay, yeah. Now you wanted to establish your clinic. Okay, yeah. Obviously you are not really have that much amount of money to kind of like establish the clinics and things like that. So what you do is that key, make a small clinic. Okay, not really big, not really small, kind of like a something decent, that kind of like a something that is okay. Okay, make sure that key, the people who kind of like a come out to you kind of like a close by, like a basically in a local people, they will come to you and things and that. Okay, yeah. And treat them nicely. Also do not charge them more. No, like basically do not charge them more, like basically charge little bit something decent, not too much, not too less, just decent, but also give them little bit, not luxury but respect kind of like a somebody free na, like you could say, sir, sit here, sir, please do this, do that, वगैरह वगैरह. Okay, yeah. So if you kind of like the way that you gesture to your patient, what exactly happened, patient will feel also good, and they will kind of like give you the money that you are kind of like ask for. Okay, yeah. Now regarding about the gesture that you did with those patient will come again because they like your treatment, because you did the treatment as better as you could. Also you also kind of like give them proper gesture, also you give them respect too, so they love it, and they also kind of like assembly, not only they come, they also come with their friend, or they will kind of like recommend that ki, oh no, go there, this doctor is might be really good and things like that. Okay, yeah. So when you do that, the number of the patient will increase, you're gonna earn little bit more, spend that amount of money to kind of like make the clinic little bit better, offer like a hire couple of people who are kind of like managing the accounting or things or that. Okay, yeah. And slowly make sure that clinic should supposed to be much better, bigger, luxury, and kind of like simply offering respect and luxury. And then you will gonna earn that much amount of money, then you will gonna charge 5,000 rupees for your treatment. This is the right way. It's not just depend on you just increase the price and you are offering the kind of like some luxury treatment and it will gonna work. No, it will not gonna work. It will work, but it will take time. Okay, yeah. But the right way to kind of like start small and just keep kind of like improving your work and things like that, and somehow you will gonna earn money and spend that money to kind of like give your patient to kind of like a luxury treatment, and they will willing to give you 5,000 rupees for the treatment. Okay, yeah. So basically is this thing kind of like assembly hiring the price, it's somewhat something kind of like assembly you have to bundle up with multiple things like a luxury and things and that. Like give me example, like I'm gonna give you a couple of examples. Let's just say iPhone. Okay, yeah, iPhone is a very expensive phone, right? It's a very luxury phone, right? And what exactly they are offering, like they are kind of like taking so much money from the consumer. Okay, yeah. But what is it they are actually offering? They are actually offering to the kind of like people who are exclusivity. Also people are also kind of like want to kind of like a buy such a thing which is kind of like a little bit exclusive. They want it to be feel special. Okay, iPhone is a kind of like a something a value that make them little bit special because it's a very expensive phone. An expensive phone, that means not only the value of your increase, it is much more better in every possible way. So this is what it is, dude. Okay, yeah. So like basically, does it kind of like a simply increasing the value or increasing the kind of like a simply charging higher value for my work, is it actually work? Well, probably it's not just kind of like a charge. It's about kind of like a something the what is exactly that you are offering. Okay, yeah, and that is somewhat something matter. Okay, yeah, like basically charging higher money, it will kind of like a something increase the value of you, but make sure that value should supposed to be good, great, and with a bundle of multiple things. So yeah, so this will gonna kind of like a something work. Right now, right now I'm kind of like a little bit tired. I don't know why. I'm not really tired, but kind of like a things that came. I don't know. I don't really feel that I wanted to talk right now. Okay, but I already done with my question. So this is it. This is it. Do you understand what exactly my point? And thank you.